Now to a mystery so hard to solve, it took more than 80 years to crack it. Jennifer Hoff is here with details on Operation Toenails. Jennifer?
Julie, the World War II battle in the Solomon Islands targeted a Japanese airfield. And during a smaller attack then, several U.S. Marines were killed. All of them had been identified, except one, until now.
He's beautiful.
Part of her family's story.
It's the young man with a whole life ahead of him.
Is a main character Kim Opitz never even knew.
We never thought that we would know what happened. It was just always going to be a mystery.
A mystery dating back to 1943, when a man from Ohio became a Marine. Reporting for duty in the Solomon Islands that summer, a jungle where Norton Retzsch was fighting the Japanese.
They were short on supplies. They were short on food.
And short on time. The 25-year-old would go missing in July, his wife's heartache spelled out in a letter.
What does this mean? She underlined it. Is he considered lost or dead in action?
The leaders then didn't have any answers.
We don't know. We're sorry. We don't know.
Fast forward several chapters, and now Opitz does.
Sometime in maybe the early 2000s, we started hearing about DNA identification. In 2006, and I submitted my DNA.
Buried once on an island, then 3 more times, Retzsch's remains were never identified and the case closed. Until military scientists matched his dental records to Opitz's DNA last year.
It was like elation.
Writing what she thought was the end of an 83-year-old story.
Here's why I wanted to find someone.
Finding an obituary for Retzsch's bride, memorializing their marriage still all these years later. Never knowing, though, what happened.
She was also predeceased by her first husband, Norton Retzsch, who lost his life in battle during World War II. I feel like I want someone in that family to know.
Hoping a family legacy can live on and honoring a hero that now everyone will know.
He's going to be brought home with just, honors.
Private First Class Retzsch's funeral is set for April 13th in Arizona. Opitz is also hopeful to connect with his widow's family because she discovered that they have several of his medals, including the Purple Heart, to not only get them back, but to tell them the story, Julie, of how he was finally accounted for.
It's just fascinating. Thank you, Jennifer.